Do you, like fish?
I'm actually a vegetarian. So...
Right.
I like them when they're alive.
I was gonna see if you just wanted to grab an early dinner. But seeing as you're... Do you know what? I can make a really good vegetarian version.
That sounds great.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
Thank you.
Done.
Do you want me to grab anything else?
Some vegetables.
I can do that.
It was such a powerful performances from you both, so I have to say congratulations in this Adrift film. And I know you play a bigger role. Besides playing the lead, you also are the producer for this film.
One of.
Thank
the,
you
the
for
sole producer.
thank you for correcting me. What made you take on this bigger role?
It kind of came organically. Originally, I was just executive producer, and through the process, kind of, for better or for worse, stuck my nose in doors that weren't necessarily meant for the role that I was, as an actor, attached to. And I think that this movie was just so demanding for so many people, and because of the limitations of being out at sea and not being able to have certain other producers there and have a large amount of representatives on set, it sort of just kind of naturally unfolded from the very beginning of the process to the end.
And I think it's because, like, when you're that passionate about something, that you were so desperate to do the you know, the best job possible. And I think right from the beginning, I sort of felt like you were that producer without necessarily having the title, but there was just a desire to kind of make sure that everyone was okay and everyone was safe, including, you know, me and her. Like, it was just, she kind of looked after everyone in a way that it felt like you deserved it. You were doing that anyway, you know. So
Very interesting, because you mentioned originally you were an executive producer and then you decided to take on this role. So at what point did you decide to invite Sam come over and play this wonderful character?
when did I get the invite? Text me.
Hey, homie. Wanna get on the boat?
Yeah, Sam would be perfect for the role of Richard. Yeah.
That was definitely that was a conversation that I was not a part of.
I don't know whose conversation.
Yeah, I think that was Balt, actually. And
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I
that's
got
a
a phone
good-
call out of the blue, and so I said, "Are you interested?" I was like, "Let me read the script." And yeah, of course I would be.
And did you get a chance to talk to Richard's family and people that knew him?
No, I didn't, unfortunately.
So it's just
no.
based on the book that you read from Tammy and the script? Or you just...
Yeah, the resources at hand were, the source material and, of course, Tammy herself. But also, I think with a character like Richard, because everything I had sort of found was all told from Tammy's perspective, and what was I realised was that we were telling her story and not his necessarily. So I kind of wanted to be true to that story and not kind of, counteract that.
One of my favorite scenes in the film was when you both did the cliff diving. And I'm like, well, she is ballsy. And you right after her. So can you talk about shooting that particular scene? Because I understand was really challenging.
The scene actually wasn't as challenging as maybe it looks. It was just a lot of fun.
Really?
We got to jump off a cliff into a river. It was quite safe and exhilarating, and it wasn't as high as I think it even looks.
Yeah, I think, and of course, the safety. They were kind of warning us and
us.
prepping us for this big death jump, you know, and we were, I remember kind of getting there going, oh my God, it's like, oh, it's fine, we'll be
It's right
fine.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it seems really high. But you know, the Baltimore compliment you both said, you know, you both were not prima donnas, just, you know, you were there as a team and just did perfectly, and he was just so proud of
I think
you both.
that is everyone on this movie worked as a team. You kind of had to, regardless of what your role was, whether it was from catering to being a grip to an actor. Everyone was sort of helping each other with their jobs. In a way that I've never personally witnessed on another film set, where you have grips carrying costume bags and costumers carrying grip pipes, and everyone was there for each other, because it really was a group effort. You were stuck out at sea, and if one person kind of wasn't paying attention, someone else had to have that person's back, or they could get seriously injured, and so I think that really added to our ability to feel safe doing everything that, you know, we were asked to do, because we knew that we had people who were looking out for us and also who were in the same situation that we were in. Nothing was isolating.
Yeah, I mean, you could only get a select amount of people on that boat, so you couldn't have an entire crew kind of looking after their own job, if you know what I mean. I think everyone was looking out for one another, and there was a genuine trust in and amongst us all, which kind of allowed for the whole experience to be collaborative and probably more special than any other job I've ever been on, I think, because we were all looking out for one another.
Mayday, mayday, this is the sailing Arizona. Does anyone copy? Hello? Our last recorded position was 129 degrees west and latitude 12 north. Does anyone copy? Hello? Mayday! Mayday! Is anybody there? Please let me up. Your boat is sinking. Mayday!